want to show you something here. They just added like a new tab here on CoinGecko that says NFT. So they have a separate tab to see a ranking of the biggest NFT projects in the world. They also have this for DeFi, so they added that last year. Right now with the current NFT hype, they added the NFT tab here too, which is actually pretty cool. So here you can see the biggest NFT projects in the world. And we see that Engine is currently ranked first here in this NFT ranking, but this is not entirely true. So we're going to discuss one that is actually also an NFT project, but that is ranked higher than Engine. But let's start with the biggest one regarding CoinGecko, and that is Engine Coin. So Engine Coin is currently ranked 48 with a market cap of $2.2 billion. Actually, it is up 3,100% since last year. In the last year, 3,100%. And here we can see that from its all-time low, it is up 12,660%. That means over 120x from its all-time low 3 years ago. Personally, I am already invested in Engine Coin since like 1.5 years ago, and it has been one of my best performing investments over this period. Now, what kind of NFT project is Engine actually? And first of all, I want to show you this comparison right here, because Engine is an NFT project that focuses on in-game items. Like if you play Fortnite or Counter-Strike or whatever, you have like skins in-game, but also other in-game items. Doesn't matter which in-game item, you can tokenize it with Engine. And this way you have ownership on the blockchain and some more really cool advantages over like a non-NFT in-game item. So here you can see like the difference between the two of them, but we're just going to discuss these ones right here. So you have a decentralized database instead of a centralized. You have play to earn for Engine instead of play to win. There is a fair monetization instead of lost revenue, creative freedom instead of confined design, and immutable value, which is also very important, instead of value depreciation. And another example of an advantage of Engine, for example, is that if you own in-game items and you lose your account somehow, then you are still the owner of these items because it is on the blockchain, it is connected to your wallet. And that is also a very big advantage. Of course, another one is that the third party is cut out. So for example, if you want to sell an in-game item, most of the times you need to do that on a marketplace by the game itself, and the game takes a certain cut as like a fee to use the marketplace. That is not actually necessary anymore. You can simply sell them peer-to-peer, and that is also a cool feature. And Engine is already used by quite a lot of platforms and developers, such as for example Atari, which is a gaming giant, and it is integrated in many games already, and actually it is just going up. So more and more Engine NFT in-game items are being minted on their platform. So that is really cool to see the growth and the success of Engine with some more really cool partnerships, such as with Samsung, for example. If you want to know more about Engine, please make sure to check out my full recent review on this project. Now, the next one is Decentraland, and Decentraland, the ticker is MANA. It is ranked 78 on CoinGecko with a market cap of $1.25 billion. It is up 3,650%, so pretty similar to Engine Coin, so times 36 since last year, and since the all-time low it is up 10,100%. So you can see already that these NFT projects, if you were early buying them, that you made like an insane amount of money on that. And what is Decentraland doing? Well, it is a virtual world in which you can do all kinds of stuff, such as you buy a piece of land and you can buy stuff on that. You can basically do everything that you can do in the real world, but then in a virtual world. And of course that uses the Ethereum blockchain, such as the previous project we talked about. Engine also uses the Ethereum blockchain, and also the other ones we're going to talk about, most of them are using the Ethereum blockchain. But basically this is also a very hot project right now, and it is such a hype that some pieces of land of Decentraland sell for hundreds of thousands of And that is really, really insane. So the next one I want to talk about, the third one, is Eternity Chain. And Eternity Chain is one of my recent investments as well. Eternity Chain is currently ranked 228 on CoinGecko with a market cap of only 190 million. So that's a lot less compared to Engine and Decentraland. And you can see that it's actually launched only on the 8th of March. And the very first price of Eternity Chain was only $3 2 weeks ago. Right now it is $43 already. That means that it went up times 14 in just a few weeks. This is also one that I talked about on my channel before it went into the public sale, but even if you bought after the public sale, you made like a killing, because then there is not like no cap as well, so that's also an advantage, of course. But people who bought on the very first day at a stable price of the very first day, they made a 14x in just a few weeks. This is how hot NFT projects are, but of course also Eternity Chain is just a very good NFT platform. Here you can see what it is all about. So Eternity Chain is basically making limited edition NFTs and trading cards created by up and coming artists and authenticated by icons. So basically, as you can see right here, there are icons on these pack of cards. You can open them and then you get like exclusive NFTs. You can of course also sell them again. There are like a lot of collections coming up, but it's still a new project, so not a lot of things are already out there. They have partnerships with big brands, with the artist Boss Logic, but also, for example, Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, the musicians. As you can see right here, they're going to do a lot of stuff. And if you have a look to other platforms that are using a very similar way to do it, such as NBA Top Shots, where you can also open packs and get like NBA moments, well, I think it is a very good way that Eternity Chain is going to, because they're still very early. They are active in different industries, as you can hear. It's not like only sports or only music or only films. No, they're doing all kinds of stuff. They have very interesting partnerships. I think they have still a lot of potential in the coming months and years, especially because of the current narrative of the NFT hype. So Eternity Chain also definitely one to watch, and one that I'm personally also invested in. Now the next one is Chili's, and that is the one that I was talking about in the beginning, that is actually ranked higher than Engine, but it's not in the NFT list because it's not a pure NFT project, but still it is actually. So Chili's is ranked 40th currently with a market cap of $2.8 billion, and in the last year it went up with a crazy 8,760%. That means that it went up with like 88x. That is really insane. And actually, just over 1 year ago, it was at its all-time low, and it went up 13,000%. So these NFT projects, they really went insane over the last 2-3 years overall. So really, really cool. What is Chili's doing? Well, basically it is making fan tokens for sport clubs. Right now it's only for football clubs, but for the biggest ones in the world, such as Juventus, Atletico Madrid, but also FC Barcelona, and much more football clubs. And they're also coming to esports right now. So they have a few partners already that made their official fan token via Chili's in terms of esports organizations, but also the UFC is also coming to Chili's. So it's not only football, it's also going to be a lot more. So Chili's is doing extremely well, and actually these fan tokens give you a lot of rights. So these official fan tokens, you can vote on all kinds of stuff that the football club is asking their fans, like for example, which jersey do you want to see us use next year? Then you can vote on that, and depending on the amount of tokens that you hold, you have like more rights or less rights, or your, of course, your vote is like weighting more than other ones, obviously. Or for example, you get premium access to certain tickets or seasonal tickets or whatever. So really cool stuff there, and I think it's a new way to engage with fans, and that is actually very cool. Personally, I also hold a few of them, so I don't hold Chili's itself, you need that to make like the fan tokens. You also need that for the exchange to buy the fan tokens. But personally, I hold a few Juventus tokens because I'm a huge Juventus fan, and that was one of the first clubs in the Chilis platform. So I hold a few, and they're actually going up quite well in value. So they're picking up momentum too. So I'm happily holding 120 Juventus fan tokens. So that is pretty cool because I'm a big fan, and I think like every fan right now needs like the fan token, right? Now the last one, the fifth one in my top 5 NFT picks is Rarible, and Rarible is the smallest one actually of this entire list. It is ranked 340, and this is actually a very interesting one, even though I don't hold any Rari myself, but the market cap is below 100 million, so 91 million right now, and it's also a new project, so I think it has quite a lot of potential. Basically, very briefly, what is Rari, or like what is a Rarible platform rather? It is a marketplace on which you can buy and sell and vote on all kinds of stuff regarding NFTs. So basically that is it, a decentralized platform. But I think it's very unique, it is very good compared to other platforms out there, which are usually centralized right now. So I think this one has a lot of potential as well. Now, let me present you the sixth one actually, and the one that is coming up, which I'm personally also invested in right now, and that is Polkamon. And as you can see right here, Polkamon is basically a crypto version of Pokemon, but I think it's very cool because as you can see right here, you have like the rareness of these cards, you can open packs as well, you have a lot more Polkamons coming, you have Bitcoin now, you have Ethereum, you have Monero, and you have Uniturtle and Uniaqua, and then there are a lot more coming very soon because the project is not out there yet. It is coming to Polka Starter in the next period, I don't know when, but it is going to launch in March, so I guess still one of the next several days it is coming to Polka Starter. So keep an eye on that because it reminds me really to like the hype of CryptoKitties, but now it's even leveraging that because it is using like this Pokemon hype as well, which is already going on for some time, but everyone is collecting Pokemon cards. So I think it is easier for people to understand what this is, and this could well become a very big hype too. So that is why I'm personally investing as well in Polkamon, and I can't wait to open some packs because that is also going to be a feature, opening packs, and you can find like different Polkamon in these packs. So that is also what I wanted to show you guys. Keep an eye on this project. I would say everything is there in the right narrative to become actually quite a big success. Alright guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to be subscribed, and I see you next video. Cheers, bye bye.